is a pillow pet panda, right? And I am Hoo-Ha from Miss Lost 4A. I'm a 2013-14 freshman, and I'm an algebra 2 trick. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, no, this goes first. Alright, this is a bell curve, right? And so our distributions are 0.15, 2.35, 13.5, 34, and same thing here, just flip over. Note that these are percentages, and so, yeah, for the decimal versions, just move 2 over. You should be able to do that. And so, our first problem is a word problem. And word problems will often have these phrases. At most, less than, at least, more than, in between. So, for at most and less than, they mean the same thing. And basically, to remember, most, that's the most you can do. Less, you have less work. Yeah. At least, that's the least you can do, so you can do more. So more work. B for break. So you'll have two z-scores since you subtract them from one another, getting a positive number, not a negative. Alright? So remember that. So here's our problem. We have a set of 600 with a mean of 18.5 and a standard deviation of 3.25. So here's a symbol for standard deviation and here's a symbol for mean. Or it's called mu. Alright? And our x's are in the question. That lie between break 21 and 27. Alright. You can plug it in a formula using this, here's a formula. X minus mu over standard deviation. And we have 600 values. Here I've done the work, put it in the formula, and you get these two answers. If you put it in a calculator, and then you take your z-score sheet, and then you find that here, and get that other value. Alright? You get 0.7764 and 0.9955. Right? And so since this is a between question, you break it apart by subtracting. So grouping. So you get 29.29 0.2191, like over here, right? And you'd stop right there if you're asking for probability or percentage, so you just convert it to percent. But they're asking you for a specific number, so you would multiply by 600, which is the amount, and you get 131.46. And from the choices, 130 is the closest, and it's asking for the closest, not the farthest. So you choose that. Also, if you're lazy, don't want to do work, you can use a graph, put in the standard deviation chart. So 21 will be approximately here. So here's 18.5. Here's a standard deviation. Just add on. Subtract. So 27 will be approximately here, and 21 will be approximately there. So that will be around this area. And so this is a set of 600. So the whole thing, 100%, 600, half of it will be 300. Yep. This would be 300. So you move it up here. This is quite a big chunk. And since it's in the towards the middle area, the middle areas have more value. As you go on, you see this is like 115. Not a lot. So this is like approximately half of half. So approximately 150. And that's the closest answer to 150 here. Oh my god, I need my pig. Bye-bye. Alright, so we have... What? The factory makes 100 cars every hour. This average weight of the car is 4,000 pounds. How many cars is less than 4,500? So less land, less work, right? Yeah. Reassure me, please. I don't want to be wrong and just inform you. I mean, I got a 0 then, too. Then I need this. I need to get an A, man. Okay. I need my A. So you get 500. So subtract it, the mean from x. 500. 500 over 200. 2.5. 2.5 z-score would be approximately 9953, right? Then you get that times 100, you get 99.53 cars. Round up, 100 cars. So approximately 100%. So if you graph it up, like over here, kind of, right? And all the way of this, all of this. So that's a lot. Yes, so that would make sense. On to the last question, which we have two answers for. Alright, especially. You just saw my foot there, yes. A survey of 200 students, average height of 5'8", over standard deviation of 1. Right. At least how many students were 5'5"? So you see that at least here. So that's the least amount of work you can do. So do more. So this is how many students were more than 5'5". Basically, is the same thing reworded. So subtract the mu from the x, you get -3 inches. So move on. So -3. So 5'9", 5'8", 1. Now I'm gonna say it is 1. So at most you see here. So at most is the most you can do is just stop and get the z-score. All right. No entertainment, so be entertained by my feet, my voice, and my hands. And this watch. It's pretty nice, I guess. Alright. So -3 will be approximately 0.0013. But since this is a more work question, subtract it from 1. So you get 9987 times 200 would be 991997 So you can round it up to 200 students. Yeah, so a lot of students were more taller than 5'5". Unless you're a shorty. 8413. That's the z-score for 1. But yeah, that's the most you can do. So just stop there. Times 200, since that's the value. 168. So, and you can't round up. So the answer would be 168 here. Alright, thanks. I'm Hugh Ho, and it's my project. I hope I get an A. Alright.